Hi, YouTube.
Every cuber wishes they could solve well in competitions. But this doesn't always happen. Cubers often struggle with the nerves of competing officially. But no need to worry. This video will go over some strategies to help you solve the absolute best you can in competitions. Let's get into it. I'm not a medical professional, but these tips are ones that have worked for me and that you guys can take on board and will probably work for you as well. This is a list that I constructed with, in my opinion, the most important aspects of competing well officially. There are two sorts of categories: body function, so making sure that your brain and fingers are ready to roll, and nerve control, which is, well, controlling your nerves. Now you might not have guessed, but you can make your official solves better starting the night before the comp, and that's done by sleeping enough. According to sleepfoundation.org, poor sleep can slow down thinking and reaction time, which are two things that are essential for speed solving. This is the amount of sleep that Sleep Foundation recommends, and getting this amount will go a long way in being alert and solving well at the competition the following day.
Wait, there's PR.
The next thing on the list are hand warmers. If you're a cuber, then you've probably tried to cube with cold hands before, and you might have found out that your fingers really just don't move if they aren't warmed up. And the best and quickest way to warm up your hands is with, well, hand warmers.
These are hand warmers, reusable hand warmers, that you need to boil them to reset so that you can crack them at the competition and have warm hands for your competing, which is really important.
I call it the pineapple. Whoa, pretty crazy. But this, it really helps you to be able to turn properly. So yeah, this is definitely something you're gonna want, some hand warmers of some kind, either single use or reusable, like these ones. You can buy similar ones off of Amazon, or you can just get single use ones if you want to do that for some reason. Now, staying on the topic of heat, the third thing on the list is to do warm-up solves. According to NHS Inform, a warm-up activates and primes the connections between your nerve and muscles, which improves the efficiency of movement. So using your fingers before the round helps the muscles in your fingers to work better for the actual solves. I would recommend turning rather slowly at the start and slowly increase your speed until you are able to turn at full speed. Bonus tip, it's super important to have good hardware when competing that you can rely on and you won't lock up on. And no matter where you are in the world, a great place to get that from is dailypuzzles.com.au. They have all of the latest flagship releases that you can solve super well on, and you can get 5% off their already cheap prices using code SWIFTCUBING. Thank you. Next on the list seems pretty simple. Eat. But it's important to be eating the right foods. The University of Wollongong, Australia has an article on the best foods to eat for ideal cognitive function during exams. So this can be applied to cubing as well. The website will be linked in the description. It recommends eating oats for breakfast due to the long-lasting energy they provide. The University of Wollongong also says that if you need a quick hit of energy, then a banana will do the trick. The human brain operates off of glucose, and bananas are packed full of it. The brain also needs oxygen to function, and nuts are high in iron, which aids in transporting oxygen around the brain and body. So nuts are a great snack for having throughout the day at competitions, alongside bananas maybe 5 minutes to half an hour before your round. On that list, at the bottom, it says that having a glass of water is the most important thing you can do for cognitive function. Wow, the king of cubing was right. Not drinking enough water and being dehydrated can make you feel tired, lethargic, and irritable, making it difficult to concentrate for long periods of time. According to yourheights.com, water helps your brain cells communicate with each other, clears out toxins and waste that impairs brain function, and carries nutrients to your brain. And I have 100% experienced this. Sometimes I'm not solving real well, or I'm feeling sort of sleepy, but then I have some water and it really helps. If you're not already doing it,
make sure to stay hydrated at competitions. And the last thing on my list of things you can do to improve your body function at competitions is to breathe. Look anywhere and you'll find sources saying that oxygen improves brain function in a variety of ways, including the brain's ability to send messages throughout the body. And taking slow, deep breaths is the best and easiest way to get oxygen into your body. Next time you're about to compete, take some deep breaths and you'll be surprised by how much this helps your brain and how much faster you can solve. Now for the aspects that have to do with nerve control. The first two are kind of an either or, and it depends on the person and what works for you. The two options are to 1. Have fun with it, or 2. To get in the zone. Now you might be wondering what is the zone, and I'll get back to that after first explaining how to have fun with it. Having fun with it refers to not taking the solves too seriously, just not overthinking things, and overall having a light attitude throughout the round. This works really well for some people, although sometimes, and for some people, it is beneficial to be serious and get in the zone. The zone is a sort of state of mind where you are dialed in and fully focused on the solves in front of you. This can be achieved by listening to music, wearing earmuffs, or whatever works for you. It can help to have sort of a pre-solve routine where you maybe wipe the sweat off your hands or rub your hands together, or just something that you can do before every solve to get you dialed in and focused. Now last up on the list is experience. As much as you can do to try and solve well, just having experience in competing is so important. The more familiar you are with competitions and solving under pressure, the better you'll be able to handle your nerves. And that's everything on my list. But at one of my recent competitions, I went around and asked some top cubers for their tips for competing efficiently. This is what they said.
How do I compete well?
So I think the most important thing is to remember that you can only control the things like your solve and how you have practiced in the lead up to the competition and how you've prepared. I struggle with this as well, but you need to make sure that you take your mind off the things that you can't control, like what the judge is doing, like the scrambles that you get and whatever, and just focus on what you can do, which is make sure that your solve's good and you take good use of your inspection and make sure that you solve well, pretty much.
There's little hacks here and there. There's meditative breathing. There's intentionally slowing your turning down a little bit if you think you're inaccurate. I don't really think anything can replace just going to as many comps as you can, putting yourself out there, getting the experience, and just ultimately just getting comfortable with the competitive environment. That's the best answer I can get.
It's a good idea.
Hi YouTube.
Thank you, Jay.
Yeah, no problem.
Just think, if you have another round, that's why I think I have another round if I mess up, fail, or something like that. If I don't, then just go for it. If there isn't, you can organize them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's it.
I hope this video helps you compete at your best in your next competition, and I wish you all the best in your cubing journey. Please consider subscribing if you found this useful. See ya!